Joining me now is veteran broadcaster Dee Dee Dunleavy. Dee Dee, let's start with the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni saga, which has now entangled Taylor Swift. A source has told Page 6 that Taylor Swift feels like a pawn in the lawsuit between her BFF Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. Taylor is taking a break from their friendship right now, the source said. She is really hurt by this whole situation. Taylor wants nothing to do with this whole ordeal. She has always been a loyal friend to Blake and doesn't appreciate being thrown into this at all. Ooh, I don't know. If you're a loyal friend, surely you stick by your best friend when she's being absolutely savaged in the media, because Blake Lively's reputation has gone from golden girl to, well, Meghan Markle levels, really.
Well, that low? Gosh. Yeah, look, I agree with you. When this story first broke, I had no idea who Justin Baldoni was, and
Me too.
was a fan of Gossip Girl. So I sort of, and we have been taught to believe people when they make such claims of sexual impropriety. But I have read in detail all of the stuff that's been posted online by Baldoni, and you can see the whole thing unfolding from his point of view. We don't know that it's all correct.
But he's got receipts. He's got text messages. He's got audio. He's got
but we
video.
don't know, are they the genuine texts? Have the screenshots been edited? We don't know that. It's his version of it.
But the Blake Lively side went first. So they released a bunch of texts when the New York Times ran the story that were edited. So he released his to show how those were edited, how they were sort of taken out of context. And we haven't seen the other side response. So, yeah, perhaps they will in court.
The impression that I was left with reading through it was that he was falling over himself to please her. And I can't remember who it was, but I heard someone saying that she and the way she started to exert herself on that production was well above what she was employed to do.
Oh, yes.
It would be like if your plumber was there and fixed the pipe and then popped out and said, now what are we doing about the colours of these walls and what are we doing with that sofa? You know, she absolutely overstepped what she was there for.
And her version of the film, her cut, tested not as well as his cut, and he was the director, and yet it was the one that got the release, because again she's got the star power.
But I never thought I would be cheering for Taylor Swift for anything. I don't agree with her on most things she says, but
well,
the fact that she's
a bad friend, though. I mean, at the end of the day, even if Blake is a brat, you're supposed to be her friend. Stick with her.
I don't think so. Not when there's a multi-million-dollar lawsuit brewing. I think Taylor's done something smart in this instance in backing away.
PR-wise, it's smart.
Backing away from the whole thing, because they're on the nose, that couple.
Oh, absolutely. Well, they were at the Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary. They made their red carpet appearance. I think it was the first one they've had since this whole saga began with Justin Baldoni and that lawsuit was launched. But have a look at this rather embarrassing little skit that Reynolds was involved with, and you can see Blake Lively sitting next to him.
Reynolds, how's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard? Yeah, okay. Well, my question is that, you know that the materials that they made the cone heads with, are those edible?
Edible? No, and based on them being made in 1975, I'd assume that they're highly toxic.
Oh, okay. So if somebody, hypothetically took a couple of nibbles backstage and, got excited, should they go to the hospital or should they?
Yes, they should go to the hospital right away.
Good.
Saturday Night Live is supposed to be a comedy show. I mean, get me a needle and thread. I need to stitch up my sides. I mean, every bit I've seen out of that special has just been more cringeworthy than the next. I don't think that's going to help them
I don't think so. No.
Rebuild their image.
And the face on her, she did not seem happy with that. And
maybe she read the skit and knew how badly it was going to go.
She knew what was coming. Their people worked with the producers of Saturday Night Live on that joke, so she knew it was coming. So is she acting when she looks shocked? She probably is. She's not such a great actress.
Now, we've mentioned Meghan Markle, and she's been forced to change the name of her lifestyle brand from American Riviera Orchard. Why? That's such a great name, just rolls off the tongue. It's now called As Ever, following a series of trademark setbacks, including just this station laughing at it incessantly. But now Meghan is under fire over the new logo for As Ever. She has been accused of copying the coat of arms for the village of where? In Mallorca. On the left is her logo and on the right is the villages. So you compare, yeah, they're pretty similar, I guess. The mayor of that town told the local newspaper the likeness was surreal and that the town hall was deciding whether or not to take legal action against the Duchess. I laugh because it's ridiculous, but can she do anything right? I mean, this ridiculous brand was launched with this absurd name that I've had so much fun with, and she's managed to sell about 3 jars of strawberry jam. That seems to be the entirety of the business, unless I'm missing something.
I don't think she sold any.
Oh,
for
she
the
gave them
record.
away.
She gave them away, and that was 12 months ago. We've been waiting for the jam. We've been promised more jam, Rita. So don't stress, it's coming. Yeah, look, the logo. I think, look, the town is Porreres. I've never been there. It's only tiny, and I think they're only jumping on this for the publicity of it. But the logos are incredibly similar, so she can't do anything original at all. And even this much vaunted Netflix show where she's going to put a walnut next to a slice of melon next to a slice of cheese or whatever she's going to do, that will not be original, we know from her. I keep seeing this new brand as ever. Drop the A and you've just got sever, and she knows a lot about severing things, doesn't she? Relationships with families.
Sever is a great name, actually. That's strong. She should have gone with that. And yes, she knows all about it. Before you go, just quickly, there's been another development in Elon Musk's latest baby mama drama. I do love saying that. Now, the Ashley Sinclair, she's supposed to be the latest baby mama, has made Musk's baby news out of. He hasn't really owned up to this. So we're saying alleged Musk baby. And she's now saying that he's essentially ghosted her, disappeared from her life.
Yeah.
Surely not.
Something doesn't add up with this whole scenario. Firstly, she said she went public because there was a tabloid journo sniffing around. Where's the journo? Where's the tabloid story? If you were the journo who was onto that story, you'd be telling everyone, that was me. I was onto it.
Exactly.
He's been, from what we can tell in his own unique way, a responsible father with all 12 of his children so far. So for him to not even acknowledge, there does seem to be something not quite right with this entire story. So maybe he's asking for a paternity test. I don't know.
When you're worth whatever he's worth, I don't know, 300-400 billion, probably a paternity test is a good idea. Dee Dee Dunleavy, thank you so
Good to
much
see
for
you,
your
Victor.
time.